Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. It's the Monday show. We got a guest, Alcyon Massive. Holy shoot. Renaissance man. Artist, musician, and gardener. So, and maybe you don't know, this is your work.
Yeah.
So tell us about that, about what your whole thing is with the art, the music, the gardening. What's your deal?
Oh, right on. Well, for those that don't know me, my name's Charlie, aka Alcyon Massive. I've been playing music on the West Coast here for about 10 years now, and my art has coincided along with that music. About 6 or so years ago, I had the pleasure of meeting Scott from Oregon's Only.
Yeah, Nectar for Gods.
Nectar for the Gods. And so we started talking, and he said he liked my artwork, and so we started talking a little bit, and I've done a little bit of the promotional artwork here and there for Nectar for the Gods.
Nice.
And yeah, for the Kraken and
the Kraken, that's my favorite. Where's the Kraken one? Let's show the Kraken one. So you did that. How did you? I mean, obviously it's a Kraken, but it's a little weird and cool all at the same time. Is that kind of your style? How did you get started with art? What as far as like doing visual stuff?
Just always been doing art since a kid. Just like
drawing on your peachy.
Yeah, and I grew up in Darien, Connecticut, about 35 minutes outside of New York City. And my dad, was always taking the train, and so just being able to have access to the city and see a lot of graffiti in my early life. And
really?
That was a huge inspiration. Cartoons, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then going into Vanilla Ice and pop culture and everything.
That's
It
cool.
all ties in.
Yeah, the turtles are how I potty trained my kid. I bribed him. He didn't want to be potty trained, so I bribed him. Every time you go potty, you get a turtle. The original turtles.
I have to remember that. That's a good one.
That's funny. Yeah, so I guess what I was... So how did the music come first, or how did the art come first? Or I kind of just the feeling of how did it all fit together? How did that happen for you? What was that like?
Well, my parents, they definitely supported me being an artist much more than me being a musician.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so I originally went to college on a soccer scholarship, and joined a fraternity, and got kicked out of that school pretty quickly. And then found my way. I wanted to do music. I've always wanted to do music.
Just like felt it inside of you.
Yeah, and it's been in my family. I've got a couple cousins that do it professionally, and so I was pretty convinced that I could do it my whole life.
Yeah, sure.
And my dad didn't want that at all, like most dads.
It's just not practical, not realistic.
And I understand that. And so they did what they could do. They urged me to go to music school, which I attempted for a little bit. But I eventually and inevitably was pulled out here to the West Coast in 2004, and started a band, and worked in various restaurants along the way to support that.
Of course, yeah.
And was doing my flyers for it and everything. Was doing the artwork for the band and whatnot. But it wasn't until 2008, I want to say, that I started meeting up with another band, and they kind of turned me on to, hey, well, let's make a real CD and let's put your artwork, in the CD. And that was kind of the beginning. It was all kind of at once, so I was never able to rely on art or music, as my bread and butter, so to speak, until the CD was properly produced.
It seems like from what you say that you're kind of a product of your environment, that you kind of soak up what you are and want to like put that back out again in some way.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would say like that's one of my biggest, that's like my purpose as an artist, I would say. Is
to describe that, or to give that feeling to someone else, or what do you think with that?
Yeah, I would say like to absorb what's going on around me, and then translate that in a way that's palatable for most people. And things like, I've always felt that way, but I never knew how to say it.
It's a bite-sized form or something where they can take this whole thing and you make it into one, concentrate it maybe, and make it that's fascinating.
Yeah, and so
Wow.
Trying to transmit the culture through art.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do in a much more ham-handed way, is take Oregon here and put it out to the world. So what do you got going right now? What are what are you doing?
Right now, I'm smack in the middle of harvest and going through a Kickstarter campaign for the new album that we're putting out, Soul Science.
So why the Kickstarter? You doing more with it, or what's going on?
Yeah, with each album, I kind of have ideas of what I could do more and what I could give back to the listeners and the fans. With the modern platform of Kickstarter,
Yeah.
I'll be able to ensure that everybody that wants the new CD can get it as soon as possible. But also included with that are some special artwork that I'll be including with it, and also like a vinyl edition.
Oh, wow.
12-inch records.
So your art and your visual art and your music are really kind of very connected, part of the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so it's important to be able to make when you make it that it's not just a disc or
that's the purpose of actually going through with this Kickstarter campaign video and trying to get this shared as widely as possible is to present myself as an artist, in the full spectrum, not just
you're a Renaissance man. I was right about that.
Yeah. Just not a guy with dreadlocks that plays reggae, trying to do the full spectrum.
So when's your Kickstarter come out? When's that one?
It's probably in a week and a half.
Okay, we'll put a link up.
Yeah, check out the website
Cool.
and
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram, all that.
So can you play something for us?
Love to.
Okay, well let's do that.
Just go ahead.
Go ahead when you're ready.
The song's called I Rep. About beautiful state of Oregon. I'm pretty sure there's only, I need to find out if there's more than 2 area codes. I rep the state that I love, just south of Washington, north of California, from the 503 to the 541. Let me see your hearts pumping if you're feeling that love. Yeah, I rep state that I love, just south of Washington, north of California, from the 503 to the 541. Let me see your hearts open if you're feeling that love. Yeah. Low, oh, baby, got her own flow, baby, got her own style, so we gotta let them know. Crazy, light it up, turn it up, we's about to burn it up. Never mind the chemicals, we only want the good stuff. Fresh from the farm to the fork. Catch the kids, Waldorf, and in the woods, hardcore. We keeping the dream alive, cause in abundance we thrive. We cultivate paradise and make heaven on earth. I put in more work, but still looking on my evolution, and making sure to keep it pure when it comes to the music. Cause it occurred to me a while ago that I could lose it in a minute if I keep on slipping up and boozing. And I'm choosing better choices these days over the darker days when I was a starving artist, always underpaid. Now I got it made, found a place for myself. I'm a rep Southern Oregon, and I'm not deaf. I rep the state that I love, just south of Washington, north of California, from the 503 to the 541. Let me see your hearts open if you're feeling that love. Yeah, I rep state that I love, just south of Washington, north of California, from the 503 to the 541. Let me see your heart, yeah. No sales tax, how you like that? Why you think you got the pound of berries in my backpack? Black strap, mix it with the brags now. Alkaline the body, cause I got the straight facts now. Never back down, Panda Monsanto. Oregon, we lay the smack down on GMOs. Protect the land by any means necessary. Carry out this obligation, keep the land blessed for the next 7 generations. No escaping the fact, but you're blazing the fast break. Amazing things can happen if you just happen to live in the moment and don't hold on to the things of the past that hold you back, can prevent you from traversing your past. And let it out, breathe, brother, let it go. It's Melamuda, Guan, Oregon to let you know, no doubt. Mad respect to everybody chilling in the O. Let her know where you rep. I rep the state that I love, just south of Washington, north of California, from the 503 to the 541. Let me see your hearts open if you're feeling that love. Yeah, I rep. Thanks, Bob.
That was awesome.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for being on the show.
Absolutely.
That's the show.
Right on.
Cool. Yeah.
Well, thank you. It's the Monday show, it's the Monday show, cause it's Monday and we're having a show. Yeah.